Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, karibu sana. I am Lisa Joy. If you've always been here, thank you so much for coming back and always engaging with my content. It really helps the channel grow. And if you are watching this, if you have been watching my content and you have not yet subscribed, Unadu, what are you doing with your life? Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me grow. And also don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. If you like it, give it a big thumbs up. And if you always want to be notified every time I upload a video, just go and click below on the notification bell and you will always be notified every single time I upload a video. Cool, you guys know the drill, you've subscribed, so let's go to what has brought us here today. If you are new here, 4 weeks ago I had traveled to Dubai, my mom and I, and we had such an amazing experience, and we decided to put down a few tips here and there that are going to help anyone who's planning to travel to Dubai, because sometimes you look for this information on the internet and it's not there. Some of this information at times it's so generic, and the fact that we're in 2021 and traveling has really changed because of coronavirus, some of this information is not that helpful. So we thought that we would put down some points for you guys and actually help you if you're preparing for a trip, what to expect in case something goes wrong, what you should do. And yeah, so let's go straight to the first point. So first we're going to start with I've divided these points into three. That is 1, before you travel, 2, during your travel, and 3, when you actually arrive Dubai. So we're going to start with 1, the first section, which is before you travel. And the first thing you need to know is, please do your research on when is the best time to travel to Dubai. So at times I know maybe you're going for work and you really can't choose when exactly is the best time you want to travel. But if you're just going and planning on a vacation, please go during their winter period, which begins from November to I think March, if I am not wrong. The advantage with this is it's quite cooler during the day, so you're able to go through your day and your excursions a bit more comfortably. And then second of all, most of the excursions and sites are open because some sites are closed during their summer period, so you're able to experience more during their winter period. And then the second thing you need to be very vigilant about is, are you using an agent? And yes, if you're using an agent, have you done your due diligence and researched and made sure that this agent is not a scam? Because there are so many scam companies these days. So please make sure whoever you're paying is actually a legit person and a legit business, because you don't want your money going to waste, boo. You don't want your money to go to waste. Check on the internet if they have any reviews. Like, make sure by the time you're settling for a travel agent, you are sure that this person is actually very legit. And then the third thing is, please make sure that you get a travel insurance. It's very important because anything might happen to you during your trip, and maybe you've used all your money in paying for the trip. So please make sure that you get a travel insurance. Anything can happen. You might even get a food allergy, you might get into an accident. You never know. It may really come in handy. And then the fourth thing is, before you even leave, before you travel, you need to have made sure you have accommodation, which is you need to make sure you have accommodation, which is maybe a hotel, an Airbnb, wherever you want to, stay throughout your trip. If it's a hotel, please do your research, look at the different prices. If you want a certain aesthetic, make sure you've researched for it, especially for content creators. Personally, I remember when we were looking for a hotel, we wanted something colorful and something you feel like you're at home, but you're also in a hotel. And we found an amazing boutique hotel known as Hotel Indigo. Oh my god, everything about that hotel was beautiful, from the walls to the bathrooms to the furniture, everything. Like, everything was well thought through when they were building that hotel. So that is what we settled for, and we had to do our research. Also, if you're using a travel agency, they usually have a list of hotels that they provide to you, and you can choose whichever you want depending on your budget. But also, just do your own research. You don't really have to be limited to that list. You can also tell the agent, this is the hotel that I want to go to, and they will make it work for you. The fifth point is you can always start curating your itinerary before you travel. So yes, the agent will have something planned for you, but your days are not always fully booked. So maybe they'll arrange an experience from you, maybe from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. and then throughout the whole day you're free. So you can look at the itinerary given to you by the agent, and then you can plan your own experiences outside that itinerary. And then the sixth point, especially for content creators, plan your outfits in advance. It's really going to help you have a certain aesthetic for your Instagram feed, and trust me, you will enjoy, like, you will enjoy taking your photos, and you'll feel more prepared in creating your content, if you get what I'm saying. Yes, so pick your outfits in advance. It really helps, because for me personally, I knew the experiences we were going to try out, and at least I was able to have outfits that I knew would match the aesthetic I was going for, especially for my Instagram feed. Next, please know what is acceptable and what is not acceptable in Dubai. So there are some rules. Every country has their own rules, so please make sure you do your research so that you don't go there and you make people uncomfortable or you get into trouble. So be very careful. And then something else is, please go through the guidelines, especially the COVID guidelines, before you travel, because some countries do not accept people from other countries because of COVID. COVID has made it so hard for us to travel. So please make sure that you know the COVID guidelines, know if you're supposed to be vaccinated, how many hours is your PCR test valid for that country. Make sure you have all your papers intact, because again, if you have not watched my my video where I was explaining why we were not allowed into Dubai, you will get to understand what I mean. It will be on the description box. After you've known what you're supposed to do before you travel, the next points are going to be on what you need to know when you are traveling. The first point is, please check your weight, your luggage weight, because there's a limited amount of kgs that is required for you to carry. So please make sure you have the right amount of kgs, because one, you will either have to pay for extra weight, or two, you will have to leave some things behind. The second thing that's very important during that day of travel is, please have all your papers at hand. Make sure that you have everything that is required. Is it your PCR test? Is it your vaccination certificate? Is it the travel insurance, the hotel voucher? Please make sure you have all these things, because trust me, it can mess you up. Then the third thing you should know when you're traveling, please, if you have a stuffed nose, if you have a sinus infection, the flight will be very uncomfortable, especially once you've landed, because of the air pressure. So something that really helped me during my travel, because I had, the previous week before I traveled, I had a sinus infection and I had a very bad flu. So my nose was completely stuffed. And I remember I was given a nasal spray. I'm not going to give out the name of the nasal spray because it has to be prescribed, so do your research. So I was given a nasal spray that I had to use just before taking off, and also once I landed. But then somehow the air pressure was a bit too much for me, and because of the stuffed nose, my ear blocked, and it was very uncomfortable and very painful. But when we got to the hotel, my mom gave me a tip where you get a washcloth, put it in hot water, and then place it on your ear. So the warm air is actually going to help open up your ear, and it really helped. My ear started popping. You know that feeling when you go for swimming and then you have water inside your ear? So that's the feeling, but it's also painful. Especially this whole area was quite painful and very uncomfortable. So please make sure, if you have sinusitis, if you're traveling with a stuffed nose, please make sure that you maybe see a doctor before you travel, or else you can chew gum, which might help. Another tip my mom gave me was, once you're taking off and landing, you can use your earphones. It's going to help balance the pressure so your ear doesn't get blocked. So when we were coming back from the trip, I had my earphones on during takeoff and landing, and I kid you not, when I got home, my ears were not blocked. So yeah, do your research on that as well. I may be wrong, I may be right. And then something else you need to take note of, something else you need to take note of is, when you're in the plane, they always have the ACs on. I do not react very well to the AC because of allergies, I'm asthmatic, blah blah blah. So please carry something warm because it might get quite cold, and also have your medication on standby. If it's your antihistamines, your anti-allergies, your inhalers, please have them on standby just in case of anything, because I know there are people who don't react very well to ACs. So the next points are going to be on when you actually get to Dubai. When you get to Dubai, the first thing you need to know is, what transport mode are you using to the hotel? You can use an Uber, you can use a taxi. The agent might have arranged transport for you, so be sure of how you're going to get out of the airport to your hotel. And then the second thing is, once you get to the immigration table or the immigration area, they give you a SIM card, and this SIM card has data that lasts you for 24 hours. So if you're going to use an Uber, just put the SIM card into your phone and you already have free data and you can order your Uber. And I think that's something amazing. And actually when you get there, just request for it. If they don't give it to you, just ask if they're giving them out, because that really saved us a lot, especially on the first day, because you need data to walk around. You know, you need data to maybe your WhatsApp, Instagram stories. If you're a content creator, you understand the drill. And then the third and most important thing is the currency and the exchange rates. So in Dubai, they use dirhams, and you can exchange your money in the airport, you can exchange your money in the mall, and you can exchange your money in the hotel. But the rates are very different. The best rates are in the airport and the foreign exchange places. The hotels, the rates are a bit lower as compared to the airport. And also some of the taxi drivers or the Uber drivers, they carry around dirhams, so you can give them an exchange rate that favors the both of you, and they will give you dirhams. But the best place to change your money is either at the airport or in the mall, where the foreign exchange places. Something else you need to know when you're in Dubai: WhatsApp calls, Skype calls are not allowed. They are not allowed. Yes, you can chat using the apps, but the calls, they will not go through. So the only way you can make calls is maybe you use the tourist SIM card that you were given at the immigration place, or you can use Zoom calls, I think. Yes, but the WhatsApp calls and Skype calls, they do not go through. You can chat, but you cannot call. Something else is snacking. So what my mom and I used to do during breakfast, we'd carry some fruits from the hotel or some nuts so that we can snack during the day, because you need the energy. Trust me, for us, we're those people, when we travel, we don't just sit down at one point. We actually want to walk around and soak in everything. So we used to carry some fruits or nuts so that we can snack around. It saves on money. First of all, it actually saves on money, and then second, at least you have an energy boost before you actually get to a restaurant to have lunch or dinner. Something else you need to know is, please, especially content creators, before you take photos and videos, ask if it is allowed, because there are some places they do not allow photos, there are places they do not allow videography. So please make sure that you have asked before you start gallivanting in people's stores and excursions, because some places they actually completely do not want you to take photos. Actually, your phone should be in your bag. Something else, do not be afraid to ask. Ask the drivers, the security guards, the information desks in the mall. Ask. If you are lost, just ask. Don't be afraid to ask. Actually, the people there are very, very friendly. They're very helpful. These are people who actually enjoy their jobs. So they have very positive attitudes and they will help you when need be. Ask them any information, and then it's also going to help you save on money. It's going to help you save on time. So don't be afraid to ask. Something else you need to know, please, before you even leave, that's even a point that's supposed to be before you leave. Budget for entrance fees into excursions, because they can be actually quite expensive. So make sure, if you want to go to the Miracle Garden, please know how much it is. If you want to go to the Global Village, please know how much the entrance fees is and budget for it, so that you don't feel umefinyiliwa sana. Something else you need to know about is tourist prices. Tourist prices are very expensive. Just anywhere you go, even here in Nairobi, if you're a tourist and you're going to Giraffe Center, an international will definitely pay more than a resident. So please budget for that as well, part of your budget. Tourist prices are very high, very high. Even in the supermarket, you will not buy something for the same amount as a resident. So make sure you've budgeted and you've saved for that. Something else you need to know is, please, if you can, if you're walking around, if you're a content creator and you want to take photos and videos, have a good capacity power bank. You need it because your phone will run out of charge. So please have a good power bank. It's really going to come through for you, trust me. Also, if possible, try and save up to buy mementos. So mementos are these things that you're going there to, small things you're going to buy that will always remind you of Dubai and your trip. And something I like about mementos is they actually increase in value. These are things you can pass down from generation to generation. So yes, have fun, experience, visit restaurants, but also have that kamani, you know, to at least buy yourself something that you'll always remember Dubai with, and you can always pass it down to your children, to your grandchildren, to your nieces and nephews. It's really nice just having that something to remind you of your trip. And the value, like it always increases in value. Yes, you'll go to an expensive restaurant, but you'll eat that food and that will be it, and you'll just have a photo to show you in that restaurant. But when you carry something home that's of value, trust me, you will, it feels nice. Even every day, if you just look at it, you feel nice and you remember, I actually went somewhere nice and somewhere special. Then something else you need to know, in case of anything, if anything illegal happens or anything happens to you, where are you going to report it? So this is going to be a short story time, because I remember once we got to Dubai, the first day we went to the mall, and when we were going back to the hotel, my mom left her phone in the cab. And this cab, it was a random cab. We didn't use Uber. We just stopped a random taxi guy and we got in and we went. And my mom left her phone in the car. We started panicking. We went to the security desk in the hotel, and thank God for security cameras. We were able to get the number plate of the vehicle of the taxi driver. So we were asked to go to the police station with the plate number and report that we've left our phone, and they will take it up from there. You guys, their system works. Because if it was in Kenya, you guys, if it was in Kenya, we would have not gotten that phone. Imagine we were asked to go to our taxi. Now, our tour guide, the guy who was like driving us around and everything, told us to call their system called RAT. It's like their NTSA there. So we called them, we reported, they took all the details, the plate number, the time where we were picked from. They took the details of the phone. What phone was it? Did it have a cover? What's the color of the phone? Yes, so they took all those details and they gave us a reference number, just like an OB. So they sent it to us via text message. And you know, every day they kept updating us how far they are to getting the phone. And guys, I kid you not, the driver was found and he brought us the phone on the last day. The phone was found, he brought it to us. Everything that was, because it was a flip cover, so my mom had put money and cards and all that. You guys, they came back, no money was lost, no, as in the phone came back the way it was. And we were surprised because in Kenya, before even a number plate is tracked, you have to pay toe kitu kidogo, so their system really works. And then something else we noticed is most of their buildings have a lost and found, what do we call it, like a lost and found area. Yeah, so you just go there, say maybe you lost something inside the mall, and their cameras actually do work, and you guys will find your stuff. Like, it's so hard to lose your stuff in Dubai. So just get to know how to report your incidences. They also have a smart police, so you just go to the police station, everything is smart. You just key in your details, you're given a reference number, and they update you on your situation. They also have an application, which is the Dubai police application. You just download it. You don't even have to go to the police station. You just download it on your phone, report whatever it is maybe you've lost or someone attacked you, whatever it is, you report it, and you're given an OB, a reference number. So their systems actually really work. I was shocked because sijazoea. So yeah, we found the phone and we came back home with the phone, and they had even told us if we would have traveled back to Nairobi and we still didn't have the phone and they found it, they would send it via DHL to wherever we are. So yeah, their system works. I'm still shocked, like I'm still surprised that we found that phone, because I knew Mom is coming back to buy another phone when you come back home. I knew that's it. Hiyo simu imeenda na ikaendanga hivyo. And then another point is, please, if you're going on a yacht, especially at night, and it's during the winter period, it can get a bit windy. So just carry a light sweater or a light scarf to keep you warm, because it can get quite windy, so especially on the yacht or the Dow cruise, but at night. And yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys. That's all the tips I have. I know this video is going to be quite long, but I hope someone is going to I hope someone finds this helpful. And yeah, if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you've reached this far. Thank you. And you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in my new video. It's the Christmas seasons. Have fun, enjoy time with your family, with your friends, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. I love you.